Hey everybody, this is a video lesson for Earth, Moon, and Sun, lesson 3.1. So a couple of things. There are 5 parts in Amplify. I'll fix that later. There's the video you're watching, but there's also the hands-on video, which is part 2, which is a separate video. That's probably even more important than the video you're watching now, so make sure you watch that one. All right, first things first, let's log in. Let's head on over. And we are answering this warm-up question. So we've got these images of the moon. We see a new moon over here, and then we also see a lunar eclipse over here. And what you're going to do is, how is the moon different during the new moon phase than during a lunar eclipse? So do your best to answer that question. I'll go ahead and pause the video, answer that, and then let's keep going. So before we move on, I did want to share a possible response with you. The moon during the new moon phase is illuminated, but only one side is, but only on the side that's facing away from the Earth. All right, let's move on. So again, guys, we are in Corona land still. Luckily, that will change shortly. And we would normally do this in class, but I did it for you. This is a really cool hands-on that you can do at home. And I also, in this video, explain basically how those lunar eclipses work, and how they're different than a moon phase. So we're going to do part 3 next, which is our sim. All right, friends. So for this one, it does say you're going to be using your partner or working with a partner, but that's not really the case. What we're going to do is, in a moment, we're actually going to try to witness a lunar eclipse using this sim. For this part, really, you're going to explore the sim. You're going to use the cameras to see the top view. Make sure you get to the 3 system views. So as you're in here and exploring, click this little button in the upper left. Make sure it's over to 3. Hit yes, and then you're going to want to turn on these cameras. Now notice in the upper right hand corner here, the date is set in the future, and that's going to be important here in a minute. So right now I'm going to let you play around in here and see what you can do with that sim. And then we're going to move on to part 2. So just get it open, pause the video, see if you can get those 3 panels open, and then meet me back here. All right, friends, so now we are over here at part 2. There will be a lunar eclipse in July, August, or September of 2025. And it's your job now that you've kind of explored. You need to find when that eclipse is going to happen. I just want to remind you, you can speed things up, slow things down when you need to. But there is a lunar eclipse, according to the sim, that's going to either occur in July, August, or September. And it's your job to find that time when that's going to happen, when they're all going to be in line, and then also upload that image there. So I'll go ahead and pause the video and get that done. All right, friends. So hopefully you found when that eclipse was. If you didn't, the date we were looking for was September 7th. Okay, so if you didn't find it, go back and witness it in the sim. And then we can move on. Oh, yeah, got to upload the screenshot and also answer this question here. All right, friends, let's move on to the next. And really, part 4 is me just talking about the modeling tool that you're going to do for the next activity in part 5, which is the homework. But one thing we can do, of course, is click on that modeling tool and launch it. And eventually it'll pop up. Hey, there we go. Okay, so you have instructions here that will actually take you through this. Your goal is to model a lunar eclipse by showing the positions of the Earth and Moon and how it's illuminated. So we have these 3 panels here, and what we need to do is we need to make it correct for when there's a lunar eclipse. So if you click on this little guy here, you can either select this alignment or this alignment. It is up to you. Now remember, a lunar eclipse, everything needs to be in a straight line. All right, let's move on. The top view from this one, this is where you're going to um, shade the earth, right? And we want to make sure that half of it's always lit, okay? Um, and then the view from earth, and that should actually be like this time, right? Because we have a lunar eclipse and we're showing how the moon is illuminated. This is the one time where half of the moon is not. Make sure to push that hand in button. And then this was actually part 5. So we were to do basically what I just showed you. And then answer that question when you're all done and um, click on part 2. This is the important part. You're going to read this article, The Endless Summer of the Arctic Tern. And when you're all done with that, friends, you're all done. Push that hand in button after you answer this question: why are the seasons on Earth essential? And this question: why is there one winter and only one summer each year? In the article, you can click on that link to go to the library or just scroll down and read it right then and there. All right, friends, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.